Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Anyone else, as we've got people still online, anyone else got any more questions while we're tuned in with Ashley? And Ashley, do you have any questions for myself?
Yeah, man. Like, what's your right now? What's your goal? What's your ambition for what you're doing right now with the live? First of all, I love the lives. I love the interviews that you're
Man.
doing. But like, what's the end vision for this?
The end vision is I want to eventually now turn this into where I'm working for myself and I'm interviewing at the games. So really, my main goal is I want to impact the sport in this country differently. So I want people to understand, get to know the players more.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what is needed, like have a better interaction with the players. So get people and the viewers to feel like they know the players and bring more fans in.
Yeah, for sure.
From that side, so I think that's what I want. This is what I'm doing, just interacting a lot more with the players. And the end goal is I virtually want to be just doing. I want to go to as many games as I possibly can. So on a weekend comes, right? That's work time for me.
I think that's the most important thing, and I think it's quite short-sighted of leagues not to follow like the examples of other leagues who've been successful. So let's say like the NBA, for instance, and obviously it's not the NBA, but you scale it down, to what you have. But the model that works for the NBA is that you make you have to find stars. You make the players relatable to the fans or to the consumer.
Exactly, so that's what I want to do.
A big problem about the BBL is that people in the immediate area have no idea that there could be a team that is right there, like there's a professional team there, and that's but that's also part of that why I talk about the branding yourself and doing things of that nature, because you're essentially adding to your own bottom line if you're doing that. But if teams aren't doing that, how can you expect players to understand how to do that?
Yeah, and I think why I did it this way, because I think if I try to do this interaction from a perspective of, say, I want to do it under BBL or under London Lions, it doesn't really have that effect. Where if I did it just myself, of my own name, Everyting Chris, and then start talking to people, get to know who I am, and they get to know what I do, and then they get to know the players. So that's what
I think that's important. I think that's important. I think that's a really good goal, a good mission, and it needs to be done. It needs to be done more, man. And I mean, the beautiful thing for me is that I've seen more people slowly understand that and step into it. It's just one of those things, like if you don't know any better, you can't do any better. So as we start to learn, and as we start to know better, we gotta pass it down. Either people gonna take note and come along with the ride, or they're gonna get left behind and they're gonna see it from afar later.
And I wasn't gonna do these lives. I literally was gonna just, like I said at the beginning, I was gonna wait till the quarantine and then to get it. But then I spoke to my team, and they just said do it. Even my brother said it, Marcus said it as well. He just said give it a try, see what happens, and then I've got a good reception from it. So it's helped me to promote myself. To promote my show. See, again, some of the things I wish everyone would start seeing your page. Some of the things you talk about branding yourself. I've learned a lot more to that. Just commenting more on pages and interacting more with other people, because when you do that, you promote yourself a lot more. So when they see you're promoting that, so I've learned to do that more.
So one of the things with that is like you kind of have to unlearn a lot of the things that you learn. So I mean, kind of how we grow up, and I mean how I grew up anyway. Like using social media was always kind of like I didn't want it to seem like I was trying too hard or doing too much. Trying to seem cool or whatever, or like So simple things that you're supposed to do on the platform to help your page grow. Like I wasn't doing it simply because like I wanted to seem a certain type of way, and a big problem is like, and these are all things I want to talk about again more in the future posts. But like a lot of us, when we see marketing or we see branding, we see our stars and our heroes do it on TV or do it in newspapers or for night. So they got big ass corporations and machines behind them. So like say that a guy like a guy like the Bun, right, for instance, right? The Bun's the Bun. Like his
Yeah.
sons, Bunny, Bryce, like we know who they are simply because of who the
Yeah.
Bun is. So obviously they can use their social media, they can brand themselves in a certain type of way, and the attention is already there. Now we aren't these people, so we can't go about our business the same way they go about their business. It's that simple. Once you realize that, then you have to understand that you have to put in a bit more legwork. And once you start doing those type of things, like you said, you start your live. The big thing about it is like you learn what works, you learn what doesn't work, you know, and you're able to make adjustments. But if you never start, then you can never have those type of. You know.
And I'll be honest, along the way I'm starting to make changes all to my advertising. At first, I was you know, I think at first when I started advertising, I had to start looking at it from a viewer. Like when I did your advertisement before that, if you see the ones before, you notice I've not put my my Instagram info. I had to watch the Instagram lives. I was like, oh wait a minute. So they know who I'm talking to. They know what time it starts, but where they're gonna watch it. So little things like that. Oh right, let me put little information at the bottom so they know where to go to watch this. So
you have to make it. You have to make it that you're basically fighting for people's attention. Now people are busy people, and a big thing about it is like a big misconception is like someone that will say like, oh, I started something new, you know, so my people, my friends are gonna support it. They support you, but still they got lives too. They're doing stuff, you know. So for you have to really go out your way to make them be like, oh, you know what, I need to look in there. Like they're putting something out there that makes, so you have to earn their attention. And once you understand that, you know, that you start to make moves in a certain type of way that helps you. It's like Manchester says it right there. If nobody knows you, nobody knows.
Yeah, if nobody knows you, you gotta sell. And that's 100%, man. Like literally, like that's what is making sense. Because like you said, there are a lot of people who know me have been helping me out, but there's people I've just met through this, you know, like there's some people I've just met and I've networked with and they're like, yo, I like what you're doing, you know, let's talk some more. So I've met some people through it. So
you'll be so surprised at like how like you simply venturing out there, like how valuable you can be to other people and how much other people want to be involved with you and what you do. If you're putting something good out there, so now when they do their research and they see you, they're like, oh, listen, he's doing this, you know, maybe we can get behind this, or maybe we should get behind this, or maybe we should talk to him some more. And that's all part of it. And quite honestly, I feel like as guys from the UK, what we have different from guys like from the States or European people is like we're not quite as like I feel like we're the middle ground, simply from the fact that like especially as black guys from the UK, we tend to be first or second generation. You know, settlers, whereas like in the States they might be a bit far gone at times. And the Europeans are like too far the other way. We we tend to get on good with everyone no matter where we go.
Definitely, yeah.
No, so we have a certain je ne sais quoi that helps us in terms of like getting meeting people and putting our message across and you know, doing things in a certain kind of way. And when we learn how to do that the right way, then it helps.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I can keep that, man. Definitely. There's some good knowledge there. I'll take that on board, man. Some gems, man. Pick them up. That's what I mean. Everyone who's in, if you want to add Ashley's on APG, is Hamilton, right?
AGP.
AGP, not APG.
AGP. Yeah, those are my initials. Yeah.
And then if I add myself, Everyting Chris _2020, check my page. Some more stuff's being put up now. My phone finally updated, so now I can just put the thing straight on Instagram. I've still got my other ones to post up, but I'm gonna do that soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Bro, Ashley, man, again, been a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming on, man.
It's my pleasure, man. Thanks for having me, and thanks for taking the time. Everyone who tuned in, man. Thank you.
Thank you,
I
man.
appreciate you giving us your time.
Femi, everyone, appreciate that, man. Definitely, man. And actually, yeah, we'll definitely be in touch, bro. Yeah, man, I'll be catching the gems, bro. Still.
Love, man.
All right, bro. Peace. And little man, stay safe.
Ah,
And the missus.
there you are.
Alright, in a bit, man.
Everything, everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.